Hi all, how you going? This is Vicky if you don't already know me. Today's topic is on martial arts and mental health and how the two correlate. Just to give you a little bit of background, I've been involved in the martial arts since I was 15. I have a couple of black belts and I've trained in a number of different disciplines, so I'd like to think I've got some experience in having an opinion about martial arts and mental health. The other qualifications that I've got, I'm a qualified counsellor and psychotherapist, and I've got some experience in that, probably a couple of years. Anyway, just to stay on topic, so when I was growing up, again, give you some background, I was struggling with a lot of mental health issues, predominantly the anxiety, low self-confidence, low self-esteem, anxiety, like I said, a bit of depression. I grew up in a country town and struggled with the people that I was surrounded with, going to school. Typical problems, but it affected me in different ways. Anyway, hi Stephen, thanks for joining. Anyway, so when I was about 15, like I said, I started in Re Taekwondo. Did that for about 4 years, then moved to the city of Adelaide, started playing soccer, and then 5 years in, went back to the martial arts. Something drew me there. I wasn't exactly sure what it was, but it was probably one of the best decisions I ever made. And I trained with a gentleman who is now Senior Grandmaster Vince Palumbo. And he was a hard trainer, but he was a great trainer. It was exactly what I needed. I actually didn't think of that at the time, but in retrospect, it was definitely what I needed. And that's what I hope to do for people who have similar problems to what I had. Even though I still struggle with the anxiety a little bit, I found that it did really, really help. I had a lot of anger problems. I still struggle a little bit with the anger, but I do a lot of meditation with that, and I do train in boxing once a week. And stress, I'm a big stress head. I won't lie. I won't show you the grades that are currently under there because of that. That's also getting better. But I trained with him for 11 years and trained in different disciplines. So there was kickboxing, stick fighting, karate, or I started with the karate, and the boxing, which is my absolute favourite, which I still train in. And like I said earlier, I really struggled with the self-esteem, self-confidence, and had a lot of anger problems. But at the time when I was training, I didn't recognise it, but he recognised it. I mean, I knew there was something, but I just didn't know what the problem was. Because growing up in the country, counselling and seeing a psychologist was very taboo. But I changed that and I went to see one when I was living in Adelaide. And I still talk to him till this day. We're actually really good friends. Anyway, so through the training, like I said, I really struggled. Started with the karate and then went on and tried different training disciplines. But what I did find when I was training in the martial arts, that the confidence was changing. Especially when you become good at something. And, I was training every day pretty much because I had really nothing else. So I was training every day, and then from one discipline grew another discipline and so on. But what was the real turning point was actually competing. Not that I advocate for competing. You don't have to compete. You just got to have the right trainer and be in the right headspace, because I really didn't like who I was. So through competing, because martial arts is an individual sport, it's just you out there. There's no one else. So it's up to you, 100% responsibility. The trainer, the counsellor, the psychotherapist can prepare you, but you are in for the fight. So basically with boxing, unfortunately I didn't win too many fights, but my very first fight was quite significant, and it taught me that I could do anything. I lost a lot of weight because I had to. I was like 10 kilos overweight. So the fight was on a Friday night. Anyway, weighed in, got in the ring. There was quite a few people watching, probably, a few hundred. And I also suffered from the performance anxiety. So although I didn't win the fight, I came out with this amazing sort of headspace mindset that if you can get in there in front of all these people and fight, you can pretty much do anything. But in saying that, it didn't just become good. The issues didn't just disappear. They stay with you because you default. You're used to being one particular way. So you've got to be in it to try and change who you are. And I was willing to change. And that's why I'm constantly trying to better myself. And this is why I want to introduce my business and do those sorts of things. I want to bring together the martial arts and the mental health because I know how much it helped me. And to go a little bit deeper with regard to the martial arts, there are many benefits to it. You know, apart from learning new skills, it does build your self-confidence, self-esteem, you increase your focus, and it releases, of course, the great chemicals like your dopamine and your endorphins, kind of like eating chocolate but without the increasing weight. But then again, I love chocolate anyway. So, something to think about, especially if you've never tried it. People are like, oh, I don't know about that. And to be quite honest, I was the same when I was a teenager and growing up in the country. I'd heard of boxing, but I just thought it was, just people hitting each other. But there's such skill, such focus, such a mindset. And that's the same for all the martial arts that I've tried. And as I said earlier, I've tried a few of them and became quite experienced. And although I only focus primarily on the boxing, I'm not saying you should just do boxing, but you should try different arts and maybe come and see me because, like I said, it depends on the trainer as well. They play a very big part. So, you can go and train, but if you haven't got the right person helping you, and you've got to be open to it, like I said. If you're open to it and you're willing to change and better yourself, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing, and that's what I want to do for people out there. So that's just a little bit on me. If you've got any questions, send me some questions. Otherwise, let me know if you enjoyed this little discussion. It's only a few minutes, and I don't want to drown you in information. But again, if you've got any questions, any martial arts you sort of want to try, like I said, message me. If you want to get in contact and train with me and get some counselling or psychotherapy, contact me as well, and we can talk about tailored programs because that's what I do as well. They have to be tailored because every individual is different. We don't all function the same. Although I'm a bit of a hard trainer, I do care obviously about the person, and I care about who you are, why you are the way you are, and if you want to be, better yourself, come and see me and let me help you. Or if it's too far, or, you can try a different place. But like I said, nothing helped me more with my mental health, and nothing helps me more with my mental health and training in the martial arts. So thanks for listening. Again, if you've got any questions, let us know and I'll be happy to answer them. Take care.